So today, we're going to be looking at a scenario of what if the Roman Empire came back. Yep, Rome was at its greatest peak. This was what Rome looks like at its greatest peak. And looks pretty impressive. Oh, don't mind me, just gonna color in the entire empire here. Yeah, so it's stretched. It had a huge territory amount. Just gotta get this Greek island down here. So yeah, we've got. So it stretched from England to Egypt, and yep, it was a pretty big empire. It absorbed and its capital city being in, of course. Its capital city being in, of course, Rome. So let me just. Yeah. So there's Rome. Here. So we've got Rome here. And this was a pretty big empire. But now, did I just forget? I forgot some islands. So now they're gonna go on a conquest to expand their borders. And yeah. So they're first gonna start off with Czechia. Since, that is a complete sore eye. Yep. They're gonna declare war on Czechia. And after that, Roman troops immediately cross the border. And start to push into Czechia. Czechia, what are they gonna do? They can't. They're in complete panic mode. But okay, Rome pushes in, but wait a second. Look who joined. Germany. Yep, that's right. Germany is joining. Germany declares war on Czechia, on the Czech Republic, in hopes of getting some land. And okay. Right away, German troops also crossed the border, and captured the Sudetenland. And yeah, push a lot into Czechia before being stopped by the Romans. With Czechia split, these countries decide to make a deal. These countries decide to make a deal. So East Czechia will go over to the Romans and watch them annex it. While the West Czechia, where the Sudetenland goes over to the Germans. And so both countries annex their parts of the land they captured. and Germany right now. Yeah, they're going quiet now. They're happy. So yeah, Rome didn't expand that. So Rome has expanded. And yeah, they're like the, I don't know, third strongest country. And if you compare them to like the USA, they look almost the same size, around the fifth largest country in the world. But now they're going to want to go ahead and expand. And Rome has got like a lot that they want to do. And these guys down here, they are not happy with Rome's return. And that is not going to be good. So these guys always have plans to unite. And yeah, Algeria, Libya, and Egypt would form a big union. And Sudan, they would also form a big union. And Sudan would decide to give up some land here to this new union as a welcome gift. Yeah, so they're gonna give up this. Nope, excuse me. They're gonna fill up this. They're gonna give up this land over to the Egyptians inside. Over to the Egyptians. So yeah, so they're gonna lose some land. And yeah, I'm not shoving Sudan into there. Oops. Yeah, so Sudan is... So now the reason why I've given up this land area of Sudan is just to make the union look a bit more perfect. And it honestly does. Egypt has expanded. So yeah, but Rome is not happy about this unification. And yeah, you guys already know the thing that's actually gonna happen. Oh dear. So yeah, as you know it, while this union has just united, while everybody's celebrating about this union, Rome uses it as a perfect advantage and, of course, sends their troops across the border, trying to grab as much land as possible. And they start pushing into Egypt. They make a big encirclement here, and this area is completely wiped out. And yeah, the entire Egyptian, and before the coalition, and before the Union of North Africa, I'm just going to call them the Union of North Africa or just North Africa. Before the North Africans notice, is the entire Egyptian area is completely under occupation. And so yeah. So yeah, the Union, so North Africa finally sees this as a, finally sees this and is furious and demands it back. Rome refuses, and yeah, the war and the real war kicks in. And Rome gets a huge army ready, and yeah, lead them through, pushing in along the Sardinian border. Yeah, they meet back up with their territory over here. So over here, Morocco and troops who are now Roman push across the border, capture as much land as they can. And these two divisions over here, their plan is to meet up, is to connect, because if these two connect, it will be the end for this coalition. So yeah, they try to do that, but the Union finally fights back, and with the same strength, they push through and trying to prevent this from happening. Because if this, and they manage to push out the Romans from here, and if you're watching this actually, try and look closely. This actually looks satisfying. Okay, back to the video. Okay, they've pushed far enough, but the Romans, as you know, just boom, pop back. And they start pushing and pushing until, yeah, they're finally connected. Then they wipe out this area over here, and the entire coalition surrenders just in weeks. This proves how strong Rome is. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this peace treaty. So Rome annexes some. So now this area is Roman, but is now a puppet state under the Roman. But is now a puppet state, controlled by Rome. So now there's basically nowhere else. So now the Romans are actually pretty pleased on this victory, and they're now gonna shift. And they've now going to shift their focus back to Europe. And yeah, would probably want to take out Ireland. I don't see why not. Oh, so yeah, they're going to go ahead and invade Ireland. Okay, so Rome has now built up their navy over here. Don't mind me, just gonna grab this. Okay, so now Rome has a navy, and they build up, and they send it over out to sea. Their navy pushes their navy, he decides to just, I don't know, just take over what they can. What's going on? Oh, stay with me, guys, because this is not right. Yeah, okay, so Rome sends their navy up to here, makes a bill of that, and finally they're here on Ireland. And they make a land. So now they decide to make a landing into Ireland. And so, okay, Roman troops push in through here and captures a lot, and captures the city of Cork, which is a very valuable city for Ireland. And they keep pushing through and keep inching towards Dublin, capturing the city. And they're just gonna do a random stuff here, a little bit of that, until the country surrenders. Until the country surrenders. It's over. So now let's take a look at the peace treaty. Yeah. So once again, in Ireland is not that big, but once again, Rome decides it, and yeah, full annexation. Also, the UK has completely collapsed. I forgot to say this. So now Northern Ireland and Scotland are independent. And yeah, Rome has complete control of the Mediterranean Sea from the Strait of Gibraltar to the Suez Canal. And yeah, Rome is done pretty well. But yeah, they're always still hungry for power. So they're gonna try and find some allies. But who would want to be allies with Rome? No one in the world likes Rome. But Rome finally strikes a deal with one of the world's most hated countries. Russia. So yeah, they decide to strike a deal with the Russians. And yeah, Crimea, the war in Ukraine, it does not exist in the scenario either. So yeah, they decide to become friends with the Russians. And yeah, their peace treaty with Germany, the Romans are actually gonna be bored of it, and yeah. Oh man. This is about to get bloody. I actually almost feel sorry for the Germans. But this is a war scenario. This is what we do. Okay, Roman troops are pushing through. And yeah, Germany becomes a puppet state. Yeah. And that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!